Hi family, it's Wanasaurus here, and I'm just dropping in to give you guys a quick little video on how to make homemade coffee scrubs. So we're going to do one facial scrub and two body scrubs. So I'm going to try to make this as quick and brief as possible because, as Ralph Smart would say, we ain't even had breakfast yet. So we all know that's a no-no because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So we're going to get this video started. I have had my coffee, so I'm pretty good right now. And you know, my cup of coffee this morning was actually the inspiration for this video. So when you're making coffee scrubs, you can use either fresh coffee like this, dry coffee, or you can use the coffee grounds from your brewed pot of coffee. So if you want to recycle, this is a way to recycle, upcycle your coffee grounds. So I'm going to start out with the facial scrub first. So this is just the coffee grounds from a 4-cup pot of coffee. And I'm going to add some brown sugar to that. And I'm going to put some pine bark extract in there. So I opened the capsules up, like you see right here, and I'm just gonna pour the contents in there. And I'm gonna also add this collagen. So I'm just gonna do a scoop of collagen and just add that right in there like that. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of this aloe vera juice. If you can see this here, it's aloe vera juice, and just to give it a little soothing effect. So this is my aloe vera juice, just a little bit. And I'm gonna put this sweet almond oil in there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start just mixing it up a little bit. So you want it to be a little coarse because it is a scrub, you know, and the smell of coffee is very soothing, and coffee has antioxidant properties. It has tightening properties, so it actually reduces the appearance of cellulite. And you know, like I said, this is a facial scrub, so there's also an exfoliation property to this. So when you're using coffee scrubs, you don't want to use scrubs more than 2 or 3 times a week because you don't want to damage your skin too much by using too much exfoliation on it. So I think I'm just going to add a little more collagen to this because we want our skin to be nice and tight. You know, you can use this, like I said, as a facial scrub, but don't forget the neck because you want that neck to age well, just like your face. So you can use this on your face and your neck at the sink or in the shower. I would just caution you guys that when you're using coffee in your bathroom, it's not that friendly with the plumbing, so just be careful about how much coffee grounds you're letting go down the drain because you don't want to have any plumbing issues. So I think if you want, you can make this a little coarser by adding more brown sugar to it. Next, I'm just going to put in my little sachet here because, you know, I gotta always get my little magic introduced into my stuff. So this right here is basically, this is your scrub. I'm gonna add one more ingredient, and that is this vitamin E. I'm just going to open up a capsule and squeeze that in. Whenever I'm using oils, I like to add a little vitamin E because oil can get rancid, and the vitamin E actually keeps it from getting rancid too quick, you know, if you're not going to use it. But this is going to be so delicious that you're going to use this up before it even has time to think about going bad on you. So yeah, so just mix that up like that, and that's it. You have your facial scrub. You want to get yourself a little jar or something that you've, you know, recycled from other beauty products you may have purchased commercially. So you're just going to take that and just put it in your jar, just like that. And you can sit this on your bathroom, your counter. You can keep it in your medicine cabinet, in your shower, however you want to do it. And you know, you just put a little scrub, you know, after you wash your face, either before or after, however you want to do it. You can clean your face first, or you can do your scrub and then clean your face. I'd rather start with a clean face. So there, now you have your coffee scrub there, and you put your lid on, and voila, that's it. You got your homemade coffee scrub. So we're just gonna sit this over here next to Buddha, because my guides are like, oh, Juana is doing witchy things. We need light and we need some incense going. So, you know, thanks guys. Thanks for stopping in and helping me out with this tutorial, because, you know, I can use all the spirit help I can get. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit over here. So the next scrub I'm going to do is a body scrub. And this is like a cup of coffee grounds here. So these, like I said, these are fresh coffee grounds. So the coffee that I actually used for the facial scrub was this right here, Terrazzo, which I got a couple months ago when I was in Costa Rica. So that was my morning pot of coffee today. So that's what I use, the used coffee grounds. Well, the dry coffee is this Cafe Touba, and this is actually Senegalese coffee. I find it to be very strong, and it has some real interesting and different notes that I'm not used to. So I said, rather than waste it, I will just use it to make a coffee scrub. So this is going to be a body scrub. So this one is going to be a Thai inspired body scrub. So I have my cup of coffee here, and I have here 2 tablespoons of this Thai tea powder mix. If you don't have something like this, you can take some anise or some cinnamon sticks, cardamom pods, and grind them up and get something similar to this. As you can see, this has a little coarseness to it, which would be great for helping with the exfoliation. So we're going to throw that in there. And I like to have my stuff spicy, so I'm going to add a little more spice. I got this pumpkin pie spice here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this has cinnamon, ginger, lemon peel, nutmeg, cloves, and cardamom. So I'm just going to give that, you know, a little shake on that one. And I have some other cinnamon here that I'm just going to give a little extra zing. So this is just organic cinnamon powder. So we're going to use that. So I have some essential oils here, because you know I'm an essential oil type of gal. So this right here is black pepper oil. I don't know if you can see it, but this is black pepper oil. So I'm going to put a little bit of this black pepper oil in here. And if you want, you can add orange essential oil. I'm not going to use that one. but you know, if you like, you can. So my next ingredient for, instead of brown sugar, I'm going to use this honey powder. So this is basically crystallized honey. So I'm going to use this instead of brown sugar for this Thai inspired rub, or scrub I should say. So I'm just going to mix that up a little bit. Mix it up. And for this, I'm going to grab some of this sesame seed oil. Ooh, sorry guys. This is what this looks like. It says flavoring oil, but it is pure sesame seed oil. But we're going to just put some of that in here. And then stir it up some more. I'm going to add some more of this honey powder. Just stir. So I'm going to add some more this almond oil, sweet almond oil to this one, you know, to help moisturize the skin. And you just mix it up. So like I said before, you know, you don't want to use this more than 2 or 3 times a week. Now, if you want, you don't have to use brown sugar. You can, or the honey powder, you can use salt. So different types of salt. You can use Epsom salt. You can use kosher salt, pink Himalaya salt, or just, you know, sea salt. You know, the main thing is that you want to get that kind of scrubbing effect from it. So I'm going to add the rest of this sweet almond oil to this. Again, this is what I have at home, so this is what I'm using. And just continue to mix this up. So, like I said before, this Senegalese coffee is really strong. So it kind of has overshadowed the scent of the Thai mixture and those spices. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some of this, which is vanilla bean paste. I'm going to add a little of that to this to try to get that strong, heavy scent of the coffee down a little bit, because it is quite strong and interesting. So let's continue to mix. So as you can see, you got a nice amount here. And you don't have to use expensive coffee. You can just, you know, the whole thing is the coffee. So, you know, you can use expensive coffee, you can use inexpensive coffee, whatever, you know, you feel like doing. But as long as you have coffee, that's the key element to this. So I'm just going to add a capsule of the vitamin E oil to this, again, to kind of keep it from going, the oil that's in it from going rancid. And then I'll just mix that up some more. So it smells a little milder now. I'm just going to top this off with some vanilla extract because, like I said, I want that, it's kind of strong. So this is pure bourbon vanilla extract. So I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to do a little splash and mix. Okay, so now it smells exotic, but it's just not jarring and overwhelming. It smells sweet and, like I said, very exotic. So that one is done. this is your coffee body scrub, and you can take, you know, a jar that you have around the house, because, you know, us witches, we like saving jars. So this is actually a recycled honey jar. So I'm going to use that. And just add this to the jar. I'm making a mess here, guys, but you get the idea. Now these, you can put these in jars and put a little ribbon or a little lace on top, and then put the lid, and these will make nice gifts if you want to give gifts to people, or, you know, however you want to do it. You know, this is enough to share with a friend. So this whole jar is filled up, and I still have all this left in the bowl. So it makes quite a bit. So we're going to put this over here with the facial scrub, and I'm just going to move this out the way. So next, I'm going to do another body scrub, coffee body scrub, and this time I'm going to do a body scrub to soothe the muscles. So the ingredients that I put are going to be those that, you know, help to relax the muscles and increase blood flow to the muscles. So I have some Epsom salt, like I showed you before. So I'm going to use Epsom salt. This is about 1.5 cups of Epsom salt, and I'm going to add it here to this coffee right here. And I'm just going to mix this up a little bit before I put any other wet ingredients in here, because it's best to mix your dry ingredients before you put your wet ingredients. So we got that going on. So I got somebody over here talking in my ear telling me to put some kosher salt in this. So I'm going to add a little kosher salt to this. And, you know, I'm just shaking it out, but you can measure it out if you like. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Okay, so I got that. So now I'm going to add some essential oils. I have here this Muscle Ease essential oil, and it has lavender, peppermint oil, birch oil, rosemary oil, and ginger oil. So let me get this open, you guys. Oh, no wonder it's my first time opening it. That's why it's so difficult. So I'm just going to add about a few drops to this. Again, I just kind of eyeball things, because, you know, that's how us Southern people do. We just kind of eyeball it, and it comes out perfect every time. So I'm going to also add this peppermint oil, just standalone peppermint oil, just to give it an extra little zing-a-zing-ah. So there's the peppermint oil, and then I'm just going to mix that in. So it's, as you can see, it's still kind of dry. So I'm going to add this right here. This is one of my little witchy potions that I've been charging with the sun and the moon. It's wintergreen, alcohol, and pine bark. So I'm going to add that to this, because, again, you know, we're trying to create a soothing bath, or it's not a bath, a soothing scrub here. So this is what my little concoction looks like here. So this I just have in my solar room, extracting all the goodness from this pine tree. So I'm gonna mix some more, and You know, I gotta put my little secret ashe in my stuff, so we're gonna just add a little bit of this. This is my custom Florida water, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that because we want this to be rejuvenating and soothing. So we're just gonna put a little bit of magic in here because that's how we do. Alright, so mixing. So now I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil, any brand you want, whatever your favorite is. This is what I have in the house. So you could just pour it like in and just go in like that, or you can measure it out however you see fit to do it. But I have a little cup measured out here, so I'm just going to pour this in here and mix that up. So just make sure you just thoroughly mix all the ingredients. I got my little capsule of vitamin E oil here. So I cut the top open just to make it easier to show you guys how to use it. So I just put a little snip at the top of the capsule so that I can squeeze the oil out. So again, the vitamin E oil helps to keep the oils from becoming rancid in your products when you're making your home stuff. So I use the vitamin E oil to prevent spoilage, but I also, when I'm doing other liquid cosmetic items and health products, I use this grape seed extract, which is a liquid, and it actually helps, with preventing spoilage when I'm making like baths and other things that might have some perishable ingredients. But if you're making anything that has dairy in it, milk products, you gotta refrigerate it, because that's the only way you're gonna prolong the shelf life and keep it from going sour. So I think this is done, guys. So this is gonna be your coffee scrub, for soothing your muscles, again, tightening your skin. Coffee, the smell of coffee is very calming and soothing. So, you're just going to take your shower as you normally would, and then take a little bit of this scrub on your wet hands and scrub your body with it. If you make it into a paste, you can actually, it'll stick to your body, and you can leave it on for 5 minutes or whatever, and then rinse it off. Like I said before, you want to be really careful about letting too much coffee go down your drain, because this is not necessarily plumbing friendly. A lot of recipes that you'll find online and other places will use coconut oil to make the coffee scrubs. I prefer not to use coconut oil because it does solidify, and that can definitely mess up your drain and your plumbing. So this, you can just spoon it into your upcycled container here. This container was contained a commercially bought body scrub. I think it was some type of avocado body scrub. So there you have it. And it smells wonderful and exhilarating, and your body will thank you, your skin will thank you, because we got to keep it tight, keep it right. So now you have 3 products here. You have your body scrub, your chai or Thai inspired body scrub. You got a nice brown sugar facial scrub, and you have this muscle soothing coffee body scrub. So guys, this is all stuff that you can find easily in your local store, or even just around your home. So thanks for stopping by. Again, this is Juana Soars, soaring and ascending to new heights and towards soul's destiny. Thanks for taking this time out with me. You guys, if you want me to do any type of video on any specific baths or other body products, just, you know, put it in the comments and, you know, we'll make it happen. So until next time, guys, be well and love you all. Peace.